A lot of athletes have created podcasts, but they don't have a lot of success in podcasting.
That's a period.
They always take a little break.
Podcasting is hard, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Just because you have some followers on social media, that's don't make your podcast automatically good. No, you got to put in the work.
Too many players have podcasts and they don't have anybody there to check them. The market is a little oversaturated. If you're going to have a podcast, I think there needs to be a level of accountability that's not always there.
One got the numbers, one let the game on. Two different voices, never the same. Mic on fire when the truth collides. It ain't just one story, must be two sides. Must be two sides.
So that being said, speaking about struggling players going through stuff like that,
Yeah,
a lot of players, we talked about this before, have a gripe with the media about misconstruing their words, taking their words, spinning it out of context. So a lot of athletes have created podcasts in return.
correct.
That when they don't have a lot of success in podcasting,
That's a period.
the podcast be gone. What is up with that?
Oh man, hey, speaking of Paul George, I don't think I hadn't seen his podcast drop a new episode
in a while.
in at least
Is it in a while?
almost a year.
They always take a little break when things aren't going well.
Yeah, man. It's because, man, come in front of the world while you're performing. While your performance is not up to par.
Okay.
It's tough already. Like when you have to send the interview and you got to speak to the media about a negative performance. And then you hop on your own podcast. What else is there to talk about? You got to talk about how you just did not perform in this last season or this last game, whatever. You have to talk about this. Why do we go to keep harping on this same thing? And then look, man, podcasting is hard, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's what we learned. It's a lot of work.
It's a job.
It's a whole job. It's a lot of work. And it's a balancing act. You're trying to do this while you're trying to get out of a slump as well in your respective field. Man, you gonna put off the thing that ain't paying all the bills. You gonna take the one thing that's paying all the bills and put more effort in there, and rightfully so. Clearly, you got something to work out behind the scenes that you shouldn't be on this podcast talking about.
Do you think that too many players, too many athletes just have podcasts that shouldn't have podcasts?
Yeah, people think it's easy. People think like just because you're good in one field, you're gonna be good in this other field, or just because you have some followers on social media, that's gonna make your podcast automatically good. No, you got to put in the work. You got to really have the passion for this thing. You got to really. This has got to be what you want to do as well as your playing career. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
I agree. I do think that the market is a little oversaturated with podcasts. I think there are just a lot of players talking about the same thing every single week. I think there are certain podcasts that thrive to have good meetings. I'm biased, but I think that ours is not just like, oh, we're rehashing what happened during the week, like, oh, this outcome of the game. Like, we're actually getting to the bottom of things, kind of explaining things. Whereas a lot of players just like, oh, yeah, we won this game. All right, yeah, let's talk to these. It's like, I don't really care about that. But then again, people do care for it. They want to hear from their favorite players or whatnot. But I think sometimes too many players have podcasts. And I think that, like I said before on this podcast, too many players have podcasts and they don't have anybody there to check them. Like, they just say whatever and they got a bunch of yes men around them. So they're like, yeah, bro, that's messed up. That's messed up. Instead of that one person being there be like, hold up now. You did say this or you did do that. So I think that if you're going to have a podcast, I think there needs to be a level of accountability that's not always there on certain podcasts. So that's my gripe. So I am for, though, athletes taking a break, like you say, because a podcast is exhausting. It can take a strain on you mentally, especially when your job is to play ball. Let's focus on playing ball. We'll worry about the podcast later. So I have no gripe with them putting it down or picking it up. I think too many players pick it up. But, I mean, if you're good at it, then teach it. That's what you got to do. Yeah.
Make sure you let us know why you took that break.
Exactly. Now, just don't take a break and be like, all right, I'm coming back. Like, we didn't know why you took that break.
Thanks for watching that video. If you want more Must Be Two Sides content, be sure to click the links below and follow our journey.
Stand for the truth, otherwise take a knee. Made it to the league, now we gotta take the lead. Must be two sides.